What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Dylan and I help to raise the vibration of the planet. Now in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a few little things. I'm going to be talking about why getting comfortable with being uncomfortable is the solution to progress, manifestation, and creating the life of your dreams. Let's get right into it. Alright, so we're going to start with the brain. We're talking about the brain here, this thing in between our ears. Our brain is very smart, but however, it is also kind of stupid. Why? Because it was made in order to keep us safe. Like, our brain is selectively adapted and changed throughout the years in order to keep us safe when we were running away from saber-toothed tigers. Our fight or flight sympathetic nervous system. And you see, what this thing does is when it senses something unknown, when it senses something dangerous, even if it's not dangerous, it's just unknown, it tells us to, pump the brakes, hold up, chill out, don't do that thing that you're scared of because it's dangerous, that's the tiger. When in all reality, that is the exact opposite truth, okay? So, when we're going towards the direction of our dreams out here in our daily life, chasing the things that we desire. And by the way, don't chase, just have. Be in a comfortable state of relaxation and of receiving. But anyways, I'm going to give you an example. So like the saber-toothed tiger for me was moving down to Florida. And now while I was vacationing here this summer, I was, super stoked. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to go back to Michigan. I just want to stay here in Florida where it's warm and tropical and where there's palm trees, and everything sounded so good and safe because I knew subconsciously up here in this dumb thing that I was going back to some familiarity in Michigan, even though it was not miserable, but not what I wanted. It was familiar. Our brain tricks us into staying with things that are familiar. That's why people have addictions. That's why people stay in codependent, toxic relationships. That's why people stay overeating and use all these negative coping mechanisms, is because it's familiar. And this is why you need to get comfortable with being uncomfortable if you wish to manifest said desired thing. And so for me, it was like, okay, I knew what I wanted. I put in all the steps. I finished nursing school so I could have the means to move to Florida and be in the place where I want to be. On the drive down, what happens? I get smacked in the face with resistance. The tiger, the saber-toothed tiger, it's coming after me, it's chasing. And it's like, really, there's nothing to be scared of. I already had an interview lined up. I had a job already. I had the apartment, I had everything in the external setup, but still, there's that saber-toothed tiger that's chasing me that's saying, what if this doesn't work out? You don't know anybody. What if you run out of money? What if your card gets stolen? What if your car breaks down? I start manifesting these thoughts. I start hearing a squeak in my car, thinking, oh shit, my car's gonna break down. And then I realize what I'm doing, and I catch myself, and I go, oh, that's just that little imaginary saber-toothed tiger that ain't even chasing me. And so what I do is pump the brakes. And I have to learn to get comfortable being uncomfortable. And this is how we grow. This is how we are able to manifest the desire of our dreams, because this is what stops people from taking action towards what they want. So what you need to do, or what I do, I don't like to be preachy. I like to just say what I do. What I do is I remember what I visualize every morning. I have a great morning routine that I do. I visualize what I want. I embody the frequency. I embody how I want to feel. I embody what I want. And even more importantly than what I want is how I want to feel about myself when doing it. And so when I realized that I allowed that tiger to start chasing me, I say, you tiger, I bring back in the vibration of what I want and how I want it to feel. And I have to be bought into a vibrational reality more than the five sensory, three-dimensional world. That is how you manifest the desire of your dreams. And that is how you become comfortable being uncomfortable. you recognize it and reverse it. Another good way to be comfortable being uncomfortable is to welcome the uncomfortable feelings. Yes, to welcome them. Imagine your feelings as a big black air, and imagine yourself hugging it. Bring it in, allow it in. Because what we often do when we feel these uncomfortable feelings is we try to deny them, we try to run away from them, we try to use things in order to escape the feelings. We do all these things in order to get away from how we're feeling, when really, sometimes the first step or key in this process to being comfortable while being uncomfortable is to allow the shitty feelings to come in and just let them be there. And then once they're there, it's like you give yourself that permission slip to feel it. It's like, okay, now I can actually go through that process. I can feel it. I'm not running away from it. And it kind of magically dissipates just like that. It's like, I know, like, as soon as, like, I'm starting to feel, like, some uncomfortable feelings, too, it's like, oh, breakthrough is about to happen. Because every time you go through something that's uncomfortable and you tune into the vibrational reality of the comfort versus the uncomfort on the external world, that it's the more you develop this process and this ability to go into a vibrational reality. See, to be comfortable, even though you may feel to be comfortable with you need to become comfortable with being uncomfortable. In order to do that, you need to pay attention to your inner world. It's all about a vibrational reality, and it's all about your inner world. Pay attention to your inner state rather than your external circumstances, because, like the law of correspondence, as above, so below, or as within, so without. When you pay attention to your internal state and your relaxation, your comfort, even though there might be uncomfortable things going on around you, you manifest that inner comfort, and that projects and displays out into the external world, out into the external reality. And if you are able to ignore your external circumstances for long enough, eventually you will manifest that comfort, and everything on the external will just reflect that back to you. And so this is how to become comfortable with being uncomfortable. I hope you guys liked this video. If you liked it, go ahead and smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you thought of this video. I love you guys so much. Peace.